Hi guys, I'm just starting this episode a bit early because I wanted to show you possibly what is probably my best game on uh, Battlefield to date on Operation Metro, 37 and 12. Now, I think that is a really good score. You can see others have got to 67 to 11, which is ridiculous on Battlefield. Like, that's sort of the KD I like when I'm playing something like COD, but getting this on Battlefield and Operation Metro was pretty amazing and fun. Now, we did lose, but I actually was on the winning team at the start. I was, then the game sort of switched our team, like, to balance it. The admin, like, made us swap teams, our whole squad, so we went to the losing team and then we lost, so unfortunate, yeah, but that means we're attacking now. Woot. And so Operation Metro, yeah, really close quarter map, so let's try get something like 37 to 12 again, though that probably won't happen. Now, I haven't made a Battlefield video in, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, just ages, and oh god, there's a good reason for that. Basically, if you've watched my last few Battlefield episodes, like the last 2 or 3, you realize that I wasn't really particularly happy when it came to playing Battlefield at that time, because I felt I was at a disadvantage because of the fact that I could only play like Battlefield at 30 frames per second, while others can play at 60, so I felt that I was at a disadvantage playing against them because they'll probably always have the upper hand, 60 frames v 30, because, like, you know, I don't care what other people say, it's you do notice a difference between, oh god, wow, that was awful aiming. But you do see a difference between 60 frames per second and 30, and you generally do like play better when you have a full on 60 frames per second. So I said that, and hence why I sort of stopped playing before for a bit. Now, if you've watched the last episode before this one, I talked about how I ordered, oh my god, a new graphics card, which is the EVGA GTX 670, and it finally came yesterday. Now, so, wow, squad fail. Leave squad, join us. 3-man squad. So yesterday I came home from school and I opened up my computer and installed it. And yeah, so I was gonna do a Battlefield episode yesterday, just right after I installed my graphics card. Now, installing my graphics card, not too much of a problem. There was when I tried to boot it for the first time, it wouldn't boot, it wouldn't turn on, and that was because I somehow managed to dislodge the CPU power cable somehow. Well, not the CPU cable, the motherboard one, the 24-pin one. I somehow managed to dislodge that. So I managed to I managed to fix that, and it booted perfect. So I installed all the drivers, you know, the usual when it comes to installing graphics card, and so I was going to do a Battlefield video yesterday, basically. Jesus Christ, was he right next to me or something? I didn't notice. But I was going to do a no, he was just really far away and sniping. So I was going to do a Battlefield video yesterday, but I was sort of, I didn't know. By the time I did like install everything, I also had a Origin update. Yeah, you can tell like I haven't played for like 2 weeks. There was an Origin update which took like half an hour. By that time I wasn't really in the mood of making a video. So I thought, you know what, let's just wait till today, and here I am making a video. So this GTX 670 works an absolute dream, I must say. Like, I'm currently playing on not the ultra preset, because I actually made it to custom preset and I turned the effects down to high, and I disabled one of the anti-aliasings, because there's 2 types of anti-aliasing on this, isn't there? So I think so. I disabled one of them because having 2 types of anti-aliasing is pointless, and that sort of increased my frame rate to like increased my frame rate by 20. So, but then when I start recording, I record at 45 frames a second, because if I record at 30 frames a second, you know, gameplay experience isn't really as good as 60, like I said, and if I record at 60, the files are just humongous, like twice the size as if I record at 30. So I reached a compromise, and I'm currently playing at 45, but currently got the frame rate like unlocked. Well, what the hell? Is that meant to be like that? Oh, okay, I think that's meant to be like that. So I haven't locked the frame rate to 45, so it can go anywhere from 60 to like 30 frames. It's gone down to like 30 a couple of times this game, and yeah. So, but mainly it sticks at 45. So I mean, that's pretty much how I play really well at 45, let's just say. And it goes to like 60 occasionally, but so that's even better. Now, when I'm recording, it sometimes, like I said, will drop to 30 frames a second, but you know, I can't really ask for much more. I mean, the 30 seconds is like lasts about like 2 seconds, and that's when like a grenade explodes right into my face or something. So I also find that when I'm playing a 60, I am able to control the recoil of guns a bit more. Possibly because if I'm doubling the frame rate, I could see like when the recoil a bit more, so I can control it, like the gun going up and down. So yeah, so I am absolutely perfectly happy with this graphics card. I would recommend it to anyone who just wants to play Battlefield. I mean, there might be a slight what is it called? Bottleneck. A slight bottleneck with the i5-2500K, but really it's not much of a problem. I mean, you can overclock it, and you might get increased frame rates, but apart from that, you know, you can't really ask for more. And yeah, why is it currently at 30 frames all of a sudden? It's just like suddenly turned to 30 frames. Yeah, I don't know why I did that, but basically it stayed on like 30 frames for like 5 seconds or 10 seconds, and now it's fixed itself, so I don't know what happened. It only seems to be does that when I'm playing Battlefield and recording, but you know, I can live with 30 frames for like 2 or 10 or so seconds. And yeah, so you know, when you're recording with Fabs, you expect it to be, you get like frame rate drops randomly because it's like saving it all onto a file. And yeah, so definitely recommend it. And you know, I would you know, some people would like spend 100 quid on a graphics card and then spend another 100 quid the next week, the next year or so. But for me, that's not exactly the best option. I would actually pay like, I would willingly pay 350 quid just one time, and then won't have to buy another one for like 2 or 3 years. And it can still like run the games at like the highest settings and stuff like that. So yes, so I would just buy one of the highest end graphics cards you can in 1 year, and then don't upgrade for 3 years, as opposed to just buy 100 quid graphics card every year, and you know, not necessarily getting the highest details, while getting that $100 pound whatever graphics card. And anyway, that's my view. So you know, but if you don't have the money, then yeah, you obviously can't. But if you do have the money, go for it. Go get GTX 670. It would make your Battlefield gameplay and your any other game gameplay, it'll just make it like 5 times better. If you're like used to playing at 30 frames per second, then trust me, 60 frames will just give you so much better gameplay. Now, like I said, bear in mind, it does, when I'm recording, drop down to 30 frames per second. I don't know, it just does that. But bear in mind that you probably won't be recording any videos, so I've never seen it when I'm not recording ever drop down to like 30 frames. The lowest I've seen it when I'm not recording has been 45 frames. So yeah, but most of the time you can get like over 60 or 20 all the time. So yeah, and that's all I want to say. Now there's 6 more kills, so I want to just move on to different topic just for a couple of seconds. Elite Premium. No, not Elite Premium. Battlefield Premium. I don't know whether to get it or not. I do think I'll probably will, because it has all the DLC, and I won't get the DLC. If I get the DLC separately, it'll probably be more expensive, and so I'll probably get Premium. And also because the DLC isn't released to the normal people without Premium. It hasn't yet. I don't know when it will be, but yeah, so far it's only for premiums that have the maps. So I went 10 to 9. It's okay, I don't really care, and my team isn't really that good. And so yeah, that's pretty much all for this episode, and I shall see you next time. So I should definitely play more Battlefield 3 and recording. So see you guys, peace.